This is the story of Toby the Elf's North Pole adventure. Once upon a time in a fairy forest, lived an elf called Toby. Toby was the littlest elf of all and was always looking for fun and adventure. One day Toby decided to go and search for the North Pole. He wanted to find out what Santa Claus was really like. He wanted to meet the reindeers, see the toys being made, and eat as much gingerbread as he could. With a few provisions, a pocket full of dreams, a map, and his grandpa's compass, Toby left for the snowy adventure of a lifetime. Toby walked for days until he got lost. He couldn't follow the map or use his grandpa's compass, and he had wandered off course. It was dark and he couldn't see anything. He heard strange noises and wondered how he was going to find his way out. Toby began to feel fearful of his surroundings. Suddenly, Toby noticed a blue light in the distance and thought it might be his way to safety. He followed the light, which led him to a big tree. Under the tree was a small house with a bed, a hot fire, and warm milk and cookies. Toby was grateful to find the house. He climbed into the bed, stuffed full of cookies, and fell asleep. The next morning, Toby felt refreshed and was ready for his journey. He knew he had to find Santa and the North Pole. Before he left, Toby decided to write a note for Santa, asking him to help him find the North Pole and thanked him for the cozy shelter. He then set off on a journey of wonder and discovery. Along the way, Toby ran into a friendly bear who taught him how to find his way by navigating his map and by reading his grandpa's compass properly. Toby followed the bear's advice and eventually he was able to find his way to the North Pole. At the North Pole, Toby was happily surprised to find that Santa had found his note and welcomed him heartily. Santa told Toby that his note had touched him deeply and he had sent his bear friend to help Toby find his way. Santa introduced Toby to his reindeers who gave Toby warm furry snuggles. Toby saw Santa's toy shop and how all the toys were made and wrapped, and Toby was so happy when Santa opened a secret door to a room full of gingerbread for Toby to feast on to his heart's content. Since then, Toby visits the North Pole every winter to help Santa in his work, the important task of making children's Christmas wishes come true. He also spends time with his other fairy friends, and regales them with stories about his amazing Christmas time adventures and wondrous travels. Hi everyone! Thanks for tuning into the Magic Library. Hope you had fun and enjoyed the story just as much as I did. Join us next week for another edition of Read Along Storytime. Be sure to like and subscribe.